Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My nephew made a comment about what I was saying on the YouTube, and it made a lot of sense. His comment was a lot of the information that I'm sharing, it is also good for young people. And I agree. I agree with him. But also, there are many of us older women that anticipate retiring, but yet they have a fear of retiring. I've had many of them come to me and say, Midgett, I'm afraid because I get up in the morning and I go to work. But what am I going to do after that? And when these women say that to me, I start thinking, what did they do when they were younger? Because as a youngster, believe it or not, I never thought about getting older or younger or in between. To me, my life was just a ball of fun. So I never anticipated what I was going to do in relationship to having fun and living. And what we need to look at now is, what are you doing now? How old are you? Are you 25 years old? Are you going to work? Are you going to college? Are you thinking about the future? And when I say the future, nobody ever thinks about getting old. Yeah, we do think about retiring. Black people never really thought about retiring. We figured we just gonna be working till the cows come home. I did. Retirement never entered my mind. Do you know why it never entered my mind? My parents taught me the value of $1. My mother never taught me how to cook. My mother never taught me how to cook because you know what she told me? You will learn how to cook because you're going to want to save money. And she taught me how to go to the credit union. I was a young kid. I was 10 years old. And in Boston, there was a man from the West Indies. And he had opened up a credit union. And I remember my mother took us there with 50 cents. I also remember my mother having us buy war bonds in school. So I had a sense of the economics. So I just continued to have a good time. I always had a job. I mean, when I joined the Army at 19, the service took care of me. When I came out, I had money and I worked. I've always worked. I can't remember a time when I didn't have a job, but I never thought about retiring. I always thought about something fun that I could do. I came here in 1974. I joined every organization. I was never bored. I had a bed and breakfast. You name it, and I did it. And it never entered my mind in terms of a plan. It was just something that I wanted to do, to be around people, to enjoy life, to make I even ran an introduction service. That went well. So also, I read a lot. I read a lot around business. So come on, you're young. You're young now. Make a plan. Make a plan. What you're going to do 10, 20, 30 years from today. Even if you don't follow it through, make a plan. Now, senior girls like myself, hopefully many of you are watching what I say, listening to what I say, or the young people, tell your grandmothers, tell your moms who are maybe 50 or 60, they still can make a plan. And not get up in the morning depressed, what am I going to do? Make a plan. Even if the plan is to get up every morning, stretch for 5 minutes. Hand up high and just stretch. And then when you bring your hands down, then say, I'm ready for the day. Now, what am I going to do? Well, maybe I'm going to walk across the street. Maybe I'm going to walk around the park. But you're going to do something that is going to be good for you. You're not going to sit, feel sorry for yourself. I'm getting older. Yes, you're getting older. If you're 25, you are going to get older. If you're 35, no matter what age you are, from the day you were born, you are going to get older. And because you're going to get older, if you have children, instill in your children, you're going to get older, darling, but you're going to get older with a smile on your face. And mommy is going to love you. So always touch bases with your children too. Tell them every day how beautiful they are. Tell them that they were no accident, because that's what I tell my children all the time. You were no accident, you were planned. You tell your children that, and they will grow up and they will rule the world. It's important. Everything needs to start from home. Everything. Don't have on no music, all this rap music in the morning when you're dropping your children off to school. Talk to them. No matter where you are. Don't have on a cell phone. Give them your time. They will remember that. And any question that they ask you, don't look at them like, what are you talking about? Find an answer. If you don't have the answer, look it up. Do something. Make your children, their world, your world. Because I have two, and I tell you, I had a great time with them. Wonderful time with them. And those are the years nobody can take away from me. So don't go along and say, well, I had these children. Don't let your children hear you say that, because they'll think they were not wanted. Let them know, I want you, baby, I love you, and what are we going to do today? I am going to leave you with my smile.